So, Moody was on HC, mostly SF. I haven't uploaded that video because I didn't stream it, but I did capture it locally. He was running up through here, super easy, super chill, had world buffs, and was just making his way through here, actually just to make his way up here to do this Varel's Ring, and I was like, oh, you know what? Frostmaw's right here, I'll probably do Frostmaw on the way through. Again, I was world buffs and had a bunch of potions, so I thought this should be easy. And it was. And when I've run this before, I sort of remember coming through here and kind of coming down here and getting a carcass and then coming back up to take him down. And that's what I was doing. I was just kind of lightly come through here. At that point, I didn't have a hunter buddy with me. So what I'm trying to do here is recreate the scenario that I was in. And what that looked like was I kind of got over this direction and I made the first left, which is my first problem. And because there's a PvP sort of camp there that I didn't know about. Well, I kind of knew about, and you'll see in the video, I saw the thing. But I was tricked. So anyway, now I'm going to try to go through and see, like, I could have survived if I had done a few things. So right down here is exactly how, so I had about 70 rage. I was coming down through here. There was a dead, this guy was dead just like that. Came over here and I was like, what the heck? So sort of turned like this and I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't be here. And I turned around and I was like, wait a minute, there's a vendor over here. And then I did exactly this. So I did that and I was like, what if I do this? And then this. So, nope. Didn't successfully recreate that one. So, well, actually, that was a pretty close reenactment of the actual death. So maybe this was just a not survivable situation. So anyway, I'm gonna try it again, but I'm gonna let this 5 minutes cool down because I don't want to do PvP. Should I just go ahead and res sickness if I'm going to wait the 5 minutes anyway? Yeah, let's just do res sick and I'll just repair. And I'll sort of, well no, because then I'll get PvP'd over here. Well anyway, what my plan was, so on the first run, and I'll post this up at some point, but I, saw the, actually let me just run over there. So I saw the guards, and then I was like, oh shit. Again, I was tricked by the vendor. There's a goblin vendor in the back, and I thought, oh, okay, well maybe the vendor is before the guards, and I started to head toward the vendor, and then just like in what I just did, I saw the guards heading over, and I was like, oh shit, and I started to run away. And this time I just immediately sort of turned around and started running, but then like, a few steps in, I was obviously stunned, and I was kind of walking. What am I going to do? I was like, oh my, I've got enough rage because I had, like I said, 70 rage going into it. I was like, okay, well, let me pop intimidating shout, and at least in that run, the intimidating shout worked on one of the mobs, but not the one I was targeted. So the one I was targeted, which was not the named mob, I think. Anyway, whichever one of them. Resisted, but the other one didn't resist and was feared and ran. Whereas if the one that I was targeted had not resisted, she would have been paralyzed and stayed still. So anyway, it was 50% successful. And then the other one was continuing to chase me, so I popped a healing pot and made another 4 steps, and she basically killed me. And I was thinking, well, if I had to do over again, what I should have done in that situation was used sticky glue, and I'll have to watch. Did it actually just get resisted? Use a sticky glue or a sleeping potion to get out of it. And then, sorry, to control the other one, and then pop a sprint potion instead, because I already cleaned up this area, right? I walked right through here, so I knew I had an escape route. And anyway, attempt number 2 failed even worse than the first run. So yeah, so the first time I kind of came through and I was like, oh shit, that's what I'm doing. But I had happened to like just barely see this vendor. Where is she? Here. So I'd happened to see like, oh hey, there's a vendor there. So I turned around, I was like, let me head back towards her. Oh, these are the guards I'm afraid of. And as I got to about right here, this guard, the named one, Stonehenge, started coming after me. And I was like, oh shit, and I started running this way, and I was slowed right here, and I popped my fear, and one of them was resisted. I popped the healing potion, and then I died about right here. So I made it a few steps further than I did my second attempt. So we're going to try it again. And I did have world buffs and potions and stuff like that. So you know, in this one, I didn't have those. So that could be, you know, enough for the difference. But my intimidating shout failed. I have to look at the video again. I did do a sticky glue. I don't know that it actually worked, or maybe it worked on one. But we're going to give it another try after this time's out. I don't want to. I mean, I don't think I have risk of anybody coming in and PvPing me, but still want to give it a shot without the risk of PvP. So we're going to let that time out before we res. And essentially we're going to try the same thing again. I'm still going to, I mean, the plan is still intimidating shout first. And then I'm going to try sleeping potion. What I should do is switch over to D stance and be ready to shield wall. But first line of defense really is intimidating shout, sleeping slumber sand, sticky glue, D stance, or I should maybe do D stance at the same time I'm popping intimidating shout, because that doesn't require a stance. Alright, so we're gonna decline this, and we're gonna heal up a little bit. Do I have food? Yeah, I've got plenty of food. Like I said, I got potions. I could get the same buffs I had before, but I don't really know that that's necessary on a multi-life, where I'm kind of trying to reenact it. If I can successfully get through this unbuffed, then it's even easier when I'm actually buffed. I think it's possible. I wonder if I should hotbar my shield. I do have I guess I don't have it here. I do have item rack enabled on one of my, on Doomhowl I had it enabled. Alright, so let's get some rage to kind of get back to the same situation we had. We're about 70 rage going in, so I'm going to probably kill about 2 of these. And then we're going to give it another go. So let's close this out. Actually, I'll have to do that when I'm out of here. Oh, actually I might be good to go now. Alright, so we're going to eat some, because I was full health. So close that out. And we're going to try it again. So I came right up the middle. And then I turned this way, and I was like, oh shit, let me turn this way. And I was like, wait a minute, I think I can do that. And then she came after me, so I'm running away. So we're going to do that. Didn't work. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Huh. Still didn't work. I did... What did I do? Man. So I just got really lucky on that intimidating shout the first round. And this time it was saying the slumber sand was on cooldown. Or it wasn't letting me pop slumber sand for some reason. kept saying it wasn't ready. So why wasn't I able to do slumber sand? Do I not have it in my bag? No, I have it in my bag. Huh. Do I have to be facing the target? I'll have to watch the video back because it said I have to be Alt F10 before I lose my time window. Alright, we're going to try it again. But man, this is a... That time I had plenty of time. I mean, obviously I been prepared for them to get aggroed. So, they aggroed... I didn't get nearly as close to them before I started running away when I was just being a dumb shit the first time. I didn't even see them because I was paying attention to the vendor for some reason. I don't even know why I cared. It was probably going to be a PvP vendor. I was just like, oh hey, there's a vendor. I don't know why I was like, oh yeah, I'd probably go over there. The bad stuff is on the other side of the vendor, right? No. So we're going to try this again. I did get my shield on, but... Oh, can't do that while you're dead. That makes sense. Oh, let me check the combat log. Combat log. What happened to me? My actions. Intimidating shout was fully resisted. And my trap was fully resisted. So I guess maybe that just means... I mean, I think that was the sticky glue. No, yeah, I think that was the sticky glue. It doesn't even... Because I didn't even, like, get rid of the slumber sand, so... I don't know what's going on with the slumber sand. I might... I don't want to... try it on a different mob. But I don't know why. It was kind of gray. I don't know why it would be not usable. Puts the enemy target to sleep. Did I had a target, right? Maybe I didn't have a target? That'd be dumb if I didn't have a target selected. That's probably what happened. So like if I click this, it says you are dead. Okay. But I'm pretty sure it was saying like not ready yet. But I didn't see like a cooldown on it. Okay, we're going to come back over here. We're going to switch back to... We're definitely going to wait till the cooldown because there's definitely some alliance over here, but we'll come back over and take a look again. Because before I like kind of got here and I was like, oh, there she is. Let me just go over there, and I got about right here when I realized, oh shit, they're coming after me, and then I started going this way, so I got to get about to right here. So I'll make sure that I have her selected this time, and I'll try to fear her again. I wonder if I had this one selected and that one's able to fear, because I'm pretty sure she's the one who ran away, so I think I had the other one selected. I mean, that's very specific, so I don't know if that's terribly helpful in a let's retry this kind of way, but... Oh, where'd everything go? Oh, there they go. Okay, so we're going to give this another try. I'll probably stop after this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to clear the path too, because once I get up here, I'm going to need a clear path, so I'll do that. I will do that. Because that's pretty much what I had before. Just make sure we got nothing along the way. And again, we're going to be ready to pop Swiftness Pot, hopefully. And let's do this one. go back to this. I'll go ahead and kill that one and then check the corner again. I think it's fine, so I'll just rage up on this guy and head down, and we'll try it one more time. And I guess if I'm dying, I'll definitely, this time I'm going to try switching to D-stance right away pretty much. And then see if I try to use this. Your target is dead. Oh. Well, at least it tried to do it that time. It was still gray though. Alright, we're going to give it another go. This time, like I said, I'm going to pop to D-stance real quick. Maybe pop my shield before I do all the other stuff. So we got to here. Got about right here. Headed this way. She's aggroed. Get my shield. Resisted. Can't do while moving. Okay, so you can't do Slumber Sand while moving. Odd. Intimidating Shot was fully resisted. Trap was fully resisted, and that time it was on the South Shore Guard. These guys are no joke, man. I should have popped my shield wall. Alright. Hey, he's 38 too. That's the hunter though. I think that's the hunter that was maybe hanging out. Alright. I guess new plan. Again, if I were to get into a, oh shit, I just aggroed a skull situation, what's my go-to key combination? So I suppose it shouldn't be Intimidating Shout. Must have got lucky the first time. So what I'm going to do this time is I am going to say, well, the first move is shield wall. Pop defensive stance, get your shield on, shield wall. Run. Potentially side run and just swift pot. Don't even try. Maybe I can try while I'm running to sticky glue, because I don't think I even have to be facing the target if I sticky glue. But that'll be like second tier after shield wall. So I'm gonna see if that works. If that doesn't work, the the advice is just don't do that, which is obviously the preferred, is to not have to deal with it at all. I'm also taking a lot of durability. I should have, what are we at? We're at 23, so we're at 50% on our gear. Man, I'm getting less and less far. At this point, even with, I wonder if I'll just res and head back this time to repair, because I was at 100% before, and I would generally be at 100%. So let's do that, I guess. Nah, I'll do one more. I mean, I guess I can try to sleep immediately. While I'm standing still. Just a thing to know, you can't throw slumber sand while you're moving. I guess I'll try that. I guess it's partly because anybody can do slumber sand is one of the reasons I'm curious to see if I can get that to work. Like, what are the odds of that one being resisted by skulls? It was such a dumb death. I was 38. I was coming down here. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just come down here. I'll get one of these mountain lions, and then I'll pop right back up. Saw the guards and was like, no, let's come over here. Oh wait, there's a vendor. I should be able to go over there. Such a dumb death. I should have just hearthed. It wasn't even a thing I needed to do at that point. That's how a lot of these deaths are, though. It's like, oh, I was just fine until... This is a game knowledge death, really. I'll wait for that mountain lion to get killed because I don't want it to mess things up. Maybe it won't. Okay, maybe it's gonna get close enough now. And look how close, or how far away he is when he aggroes. I guess that's about where I am too. Did he aggro? Yeah, he aggroed. Okay. He's at 32 though.
Not ready yet.
Alright. I'm gonna head in after this, and again, my goal is I'm gonna stand there like a dumb shit, slumber sand, D-stance, shield wall, sprint pot. So came over here, right up the middle. Look over, here. Oh shit. D-stance, this. Put that one to sleep. Shield wall. What do you mean it's not ready yet? Swiftness pot. Okay, I survived. And immediately ran into that pillar. Alright, so I think the sleeping pot worked. No? Mountain yet? Oh yeah, okay, that was before. Sleep was fully resisted, so no. Slumber Sand did not work. So I suppose all I did differently there was D-stand, shield, and shield wall. And then Swiftness pot. And then tried to strafe to get out of the stunned. Unless someone came over and helped pull them off of me, which that hunter was there, but I don't think he did. I think he was body running also. Alright, well, I will watch the replay and see how that was, but for now I'm gonna just hearth. Yeah, I'm just gonna hearth. So yeah, my plan was not good. These two get highly resisted by skulls, and really my best defense was shield wall and D-stance getting into my shield, so that's got to be my first oh shit moment, is just D-stance and shield wall.